Internal emissions pulsed with an unnatural rhythm. And now, as the James Webb Space Telescope turns its powerful gaze toward this ancient traveler, it has returned images that are pushing the limits of what we consider natural. Because hidden beneath the object's surface, deep inside its rotating mass, lies something no scientist was prepared to see. It's a pattern. Not random. Not geological. But engineered. A repeating geometry, mathematically precise, showing shapes we usually associate with intelligent design. Grids. Angles. Walls. Corridors. Cavities spaced at exact intervals. Webb didn't just capture reflections, it uncovered a structure that looks strikingly similar to a city. So now, the question is no longer just what is 3I Atlas? The real question is, who built it, and why is it heading straight through our solar system? At first, 3I Atlas was treated as nothing more than a curiosity, the third known interstellar object to enter our system. Its path was unusual but still explainable. Small deviations were noticed, but nothing alarming. That changed when the James Webb Space Telescope was directed to analyze its surface using infrared imaging. What it found wasn't noise. It wasn't random. Beneath layers of cosmic dust, Webb detected repeating geometric alignments. Using its advanced instruments, it captured heat signatures outlining structures that were far too regular to be natural. Long corridors, right-angled intersections, and enclosed chambers arranged with perfect symmetry. At first, scientists dismissed these readings as sensor errors. But as more data came in, the evidence became impossible to ignore. The structure inside 3I Atlas followed the logic of urban planning. This wasn't erosion or crystallization. This was layout. Design. Something intentional. Something that may have once been used, or even inhabited. If these dimensions were compared to Earth, they would resemble entire city blocks, repeated over and over like modules. It looked like a grid-based architecture, consistent across multiple internal sections. And that's where the implications became shocking. Because in nature, perfect right angles and repeating geometric grids simply don't happen like this. But intelligent design does. And then came the most alarming discovery: heat. The core of 3I Atlas emits infrared pulses, but only from specific zones. And those zones align perfectly with the internal structures. This means the heat is not spreading naturally. It's being released in controlled bursts, like energy from active systems. Webb sensors detected fluctuations similar to temperature regulation, like walking through an abandoned building where certain rooms are still warm, still active. This, combined with strange electromagnetic interference, led engineers to an even more disturbing idea. The internal cavities might not just be empty, they could be shielded. Some signals bounce off them completely, as if blocked by advanced materials. Others enter but never return, as if something inside is absorbing or even processing them. Suddenly, the idea of a city inside this object didn't feel like science fiction anymore. It started to look like engineering reality. Because the only reason to design temperature-controlled, signal-resistant, grid-like chambers inside a moving object is if those chambers serve a purpose. And if that purpose is survival, then we may not be looking at a rock at all. We may be looking at a vessel. To understand just how strange this is, scientists compared the structure to human-made systems, underground cities, nuclear bunkers, and spacecraft. The results were disturbing. The layout didn't just resemble human engineering, it mirrored some of the most efficient survival designs we've ever created. Some chambers were hexagonal, a shape used in aerospace engineering for strength and space efficiency. Others followed Fibonacci spacing, a pattern found in both nature and advanced design systems. One physicist suggested the structure could be built for environmental protection, shielding whatever is inside from the harsh conditions of deep space. So what if this isn't just debris from a lost civilization? What if it's a lifeboat? A fragment of something much larger? A ship, or even a colony, sent into space not to explore, but to escape? And if that's true, then why is it here? Why now? Did it randomly cross our path? Or did it detect us long before we noticed it? Because if 3i Atlas was designed to carry something across the stars, then its arrival is not just an event. It's a message. Behind the scenes, scientists are struggling to define what they're seeing. Some call it non-natural architecture. Others label it a thermal anomaly with geometric resonance. But what no one wants to say out loud is the obvious possibility: extraterrestrial engineering. The idea is still controversial. But with every new scan, the same conclusion keeps appearing. This object is not random. Its features are placed, aligned, and tuned. And whether it's active or dormant, it is not just passing through, it is revealing itself. Governments have taken notice. Satellites have been redirected. Communication systems recalibrated. Something has changed behind closed doors, the kind of shift that happens when the impossible becomes undeniable. Because if this is truly a structured, city-like machine drifting through space, then this is no longer just a scientific discovery. This is a civilization-level event. As images spread across observatories, reactions began to change. Some scientists refused to comment. Others used vague terms like unexpected or statistically improbable. But behind those words was something deeper: fear. Because accepting this would mean rewriting everything. It would mean intelligent life exists beyond Earth, and not only that, but it was advanced enough to build something like this. Not everyone stayed silent. In a surprising move, military and defense satellites began focusing on 3i Atlas. These are not ordinary instruments. They are systems designed for tracking threats and deep space anomalies. Why aim them at a comet? Because of what they might be seeing. Leaked reports suggest the object is rotating in a non-natural way. Some thermal zones blink at fixed intervals. There are signs of mass shifting inside, as if internal systems are moving. And most chilling of all, a faint rhythmic gravitational pulse. Not heat. Not radio. Gravity. As if something inside is using gravity itself to communicate. At this point, the object is no longer being treated as a rock. It's being treated as a device. When advanced AI was used to reconstruct the structure in 3D, the results were even more shocking. It revealed multiple layers, corridors, energy systems, and what appeared to be storage or containment chambers. The entire structure looked like a self-contained environment, possibly designed to carry life or advanced systems across vast distances. But there was one more unsettling detail. The design didn't match human biology. The corridors were too narrow. The angles too sharp. The layout wasn't made for us. Whatever it was built for, it wasn't human. Now the debate has reached a critical point. Is 3i Atlas a dead relic, or an active system? Is it a lost ship, or a message deliberately sent? Some believe its precision proves intent, that it was meant to be found. Others fear something even worse, that by observing it, we are activating it. Like opening something that was never meant to be opened. Because now, the question is no longer what is it? The question is, what happens if it wakes up? As more data arrives, scientists are asking a question once thought impossible. Not what built it, but who built it. Every detail suggests long-term planning, not desperation. This wasn't an escape pod. It was precise, modular, and possibly replicable. Some researchers now believe this could be part of something larger, a network, maybe even a fleet. If that's true, then this isn't just a discovery. It's infrastructure. Galactic infrastructure. And if it's a probe, then one terrifying question remains. Who is it reporting to? Meanwhile, world powers are reacting quietly but urgently. Reports suggest orbital systems have been repositioned. Advanced tracking technologies have been deployed. Data is being restricted. Why? Because for the first time, humanity may be facing a non-human megastructure entering our system, and no one knows how to explain that to the world. At the same time, historians are noticing something strange. The patterns inside 3i Atlas resemble ancient designs, circular cities in the sky, structures described in old myths, and geometric layouts found in ancient cultures. Is it coincidence? Or have we seen something like this before? Then came the most chilling development of all. Motion. Webb detected a tiny shift inside the structure, just 0.02 degrees. Small in space, but significant mechanically. It could mean a door moved. A system activated. The shift happened during a solar flare. Could the object be reacting to energy from a star? If so, then it may not be dead. It may be dormant and waking up. Now, an old international protocol about extraterrestrial contact has resurfaced. But there's a problem. 3I Atlas hasn't sent a message. It hasn't spoken. And yet, its structure, movement, and behavior may already count as communication. Which means, by simply observing it, we may have already responded. Some researchers are going even further. They suggest the object might not contain life or machines at all, but something else entirely. A form of intelligence stored in patterns, gravity, or even space itself. Not alive in a biological sense, but still conscious. When scientists traced its path, they found something disturbing. Its trajectory passes near key planets, Jupiter, Mars, and Earth, as if scanning them. This raises a new possibility. 3I Atlas may not just be visiting. It may be searching. And once it finds what it's looking for, it may report back. The most unsettling idea of all is this. What if it detected us the moment we detected it? What if the act of observing it triggered something, a kind of cosmic handshake? Not communication, but confirmation. That we are here. That we are visible. That we are ready to be noticed. So now, we stand at a moment that may redefine human history. Not with a landing. Not with a signal. But with a silent structure drifting through space. A structure that challenges everything we thought we knew. Maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe it was meant to arrive. Not to contact us. Not to destroy us. But to observe us. Because maybe we were never alone. Maybe we were never unnoticed. And maybe this is just the beginning. So the real question is no longer what is 3I Atlas. The real question is, what happens now that it knows we are watching?